Now, something that I found pretty interesting and fascinating that you were able to do recently was participate with Read Across America Day, which is a big thing in public schools in
Yeah.
America with reading to kids. Tell me about that experience.
What an honor first to be asked to do that. They're like, "Can you do this?" And I said, "Yes," immediately. And they hooked me up with a woman who runs that in the schools. And she gave me dates when to go to the school. This is a school in California. The options that I had were to pick the book that I wanted to read to them. Secondly, do I do a Zoom? And thirdly, can I be there in person? And at first, I thought I wasn't going to have time to do an in person because I had to work when I was in California. Um, but I just happened to be there, and the more I thought about it, my boyfriend also said, "You know what?" He goes, "It's going to be more worth." Everybody, if you can be there. I'm like, well, yeah. So I said, what time? They go, you can come anytime to our school in Los Angeles between 8 and 12. I said, why don't I get there somewhere before 11? And then I picked green eggs and ham. And it was awesome. These kids were so cute. And when I got back home, about a week later, there was a little package that had thank you cards from the kids. So I plan on doing this if I can do this every year. Thank you, Carlos Perez, if you're watching, because you don't know what you did for me. It is just so awesome to see these little kids. And then they lied to me. I go, "Are you guys 5 or 6?" And they're like, "Yes, we're 6." And their teacher goes, "They lied. They're 4 years old." They were so cute though, and we all. I didn't want to be like sitting on a chair, like I'm sitting here because the kids were all sitting down, and I thought I'm going to sit down with you. It just felt more comfortable and to get everybody together, even the little shy ones, and I would go over and ask them their name, give them a hug. You got to know how it feels here. Your heart just expands this big to see smiles on their faces. So I'm going to come back and visit them again.
And it also gives you that feeling, that flashback of when you were that age, getting the chance to have a book read to you by
By
a
your teacher.
teacher.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no better feeling in the world than having that innocence. We don't really think about that when we're older of how good you had it when you were that young.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm telling you, if you think you have a bad day, we don't. Look around the world. Look at those who need food and clothing and water and medicine. Now I see why, a lot of the stars are great humanitarians who give their time and their money. That's such a blessing.